so we're at a local blueberry farm here in Brunswick, Georgia called Oglesby Family Farm. It's out by exit 29 off Interstate 95. We've come here the last few years to pick, and so we're back again this year to find us blueberries to keep in the freezer.
Freezer? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To eat, and we put the extras in the freezer, remember?
Yeah, and make smoothies. Mom.
So in the middle, I'm pulling back the bushes to find blueberries, and I get excited because there's lots in here, and then I realize there's a nest, and then I realize there's an egg that's hatched already from a baby. There's little blueberries in there too, but isn't that so neat to find a little teeny tiny little itty bitty egg that looks about the size of 3 blueberries. Super cool.
So we just got done picking. I'm pretty sure we heard an alarm that's telling us to go back and get ready to leave because it's almost 5 o'clock. And I was thinking, and we were all thinking, really, that we want to try a blueberry, see how good they were. And we're going to try them. Ethan, you going to try it? All right.
3, 2, 1. Nothing but sweet.
That was sweet, yes. That was the best. What are y'all doing?
Taking apart the hog pen. The fence panels formerly known as the hog pen. The hogs have been gone for what, a month?
Probably.
Yeah.
Before this gets overgrown now that it's spring, go ahead and take it apart. Jackson, you want to go check out where we planted the squash and all over there?
Oh yeah.
That's not squash where you're walking, that's corn.
Oh.
Yeah, that's corn that the pigs never got to, or they rooted under and never found. But then over there in that corner is squash and a tomato plant that we just planted after we got rid of the pigs. And then since we always gave the pigs leftovers and stuff, there's volunteer squash right there. There's volunteer squash over there. That's just growing from seeds that either didn't fully digest or that they just rooted under the dirt.
I kind of miss the pigs. I had a good life. Do you miss the pigs?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm the one that had to feed them every day, so not really.
Like, I miss them, but I also don't because...
Do I want to get pigs again? Yes. Am I happy to not have to feed pigs every day right now? Also, yes.
Yeah. Once we have the house, it should be easier because we can actually put stuff, like, in a spot.
We'll probably do a better hog pen next time. This was never meant to be the one and only hog pen.
Then we only build this like for it to be out of the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
We didn't want to build anything that was going to be in the way of the house.
Yeah, this was their third.
Yeah, because like
third pen, and it was just the final one until it was time to go to butcher.
Yeah, because like we had one further from the house where the tree house was. Then we put them in the dog pen that we first had, and then they lived their final bits of their life in this pen, or what was this pen? I'm surprised that these like pig tracks are still here, and like our boot tracks. How'd y'all get that in there when like it's impossible to get out?
The pigs did that. That's a bunch of hay and clay.
See? Can you see the bottom, Jackson?
Oh yeah.
Feel how hard this is?
Oh yeah, that is hard.
That's almost just a brick because this is all clay.
Yeah, people used to make bricks out of clay, too.
That's what I just said, silly.
I know.
I said this is like a brick because they got hay and clay all mixed together, and now that it's dry, it's hard as a rock.
Yeah. Are you chewing on what the pigs left over too? What did you
Hang
find?
on. Let's see what he's barking.
Something like in.
Hang on before you go over there. Back up, Chewy. Oh, it's a turtle.
I was about to say it's probably a turtle. Oh, did it bite him?
I think it caught his
It
nose.
surprised him. Here, Jack, let me see it.
It's scared. It scared him.
I'm glad it's not a snake though.
Yeah, I'd rather it be a turtle than a snake. I think it just.
That
scared
is
me
a
to move.
snapping turtle, though. If he gets your nose, Chewy, you're in big trouble.
I think it already did.
I think it just moved and scared him.
Maybe.
No, Chewy.
Hey, you'll only do it once.
Yeah, once he gets
Just
pinched.
wanted to make sure it wasn't a snake.
This squash is huge.
Yeah. That's from
Dang.
some of your mom's leftovers.
It looks like
Chewy, you better back up, dog. You better
Look at
back
how,
up.
Chewy.
Look at how dark green that squash is.
And then we
Wow.
got pepper plant over here because it's looking light.
Chew's just digging at it.
Chewy.
I don't know. I mean, it's not bushing out real big.
Yeah, it's
That-
got blooms on it though.
That tomato, we need to get a stake on it so it has something that we can tie it up with. But
Yeah.
I really thought it was going to do better.
Yeah.
But it is dark, like it's getting all the nutrients it wants. This was the poop.
Chewy, get
But
away
it's
from
also
it.
dry over here right now too. I mean, there's probably more moisture in the ground here than there is everywhere else.
But I like that that has blooms where that one doesn't have blooms yet.
Yeah.
We just found this egg, and we're pretty sure it's like a snake egg. I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking it's like that snapping turtle that we found over there. I'm pretty sure it's its egg.
Hold
But
it up close and see.
tell us what you think it is down in the comment section. I don't know. It's definitely not a chicken egg, I can tell you that. I don't think it would be a chicken egg anyways, because it would probably be eaten by the pigs. I think it's a snapping turtle egg. Y'all say what it is down in the comment section. This is our camp, and we're in the backyard of our future home. I'm gonna be very grateful for it, and I bet Ethan, Mom, and especially Dad are gonna be grateful for all the space we got.
Yeah, we just got all of that done. A week ago, none of those walls existed. All we had was a slab. So we've been waiting patiently to get started, right, Jack? What else do we have, Jack?
Also have the camper, the old hunting truck that doesn't really work anymore, but
Yeah, this
hopefully
whole
we can get it
place
working.
started out as a hunting camp, right, Jack?
Yeah.
This was just going to be our little weekend hunting camp. We'd come up here for the weekend and hunt and fish.
Yeah.
And then we decided, hey, we like it here better. So we sold our house and moved into our camper,
Yeah.
which is over there.
Yeah.
What do you think about living in bunk beds in a camper?
Honestly, the only part about it that I don't like is having to get out, because I almost hit my head every time I get up,
Yeah,
which I don't like that at all.
you have to reverse shrimp to get out of there.
Yeah, no kidding.
You want to go show them the chicken coop real quick?
Yeah.
There's the front view of the house,
Yeah.
kind of. The garage. Yeah, good times. All right, Jack.
Then we have the chicken pen over here, and it's temporary, and the chickens outside the pen are roosters. There's a couple roosters in the pen that's Gerald saying hi.
Gerald the turkey.
Yes, he's very annoying in the mornings, because as soon as the roosters start crowing, he won't stop gobbling. He can't finish a gobble before trying to gobble again.
Yeah, the roosters crow, and it makes him do like a shock gobble, just like the hoot owls do out in the wild. And
Noises, gobble.
when you're just a few feet away in the camper trying to sleep, it's a bit much, huh?
Yes.
All right, Jack. Let's go look at the cookhouse real quick. Remember when all this was just one giant mud hole out here, Jack?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we have.
You had to wear rubber boots everywhere you went, huh?
Yeah.
And then this was our cookhouse. We built this like to have friends out and cook out and stuff, right?
Yeah, and then when we moved out here, we kind of changed it to be like storage, still a cookout / friend gather area, but we mostly use it for storage, just having fun, staying in the shade, obviously, keeping cool.
Yeah, Granddaddy helped us wire up some lights and fans out here to help with the bugs and the heat. But yeah, when we get the house finished, a lot of this stuff will come out and go back into our house or in the garage, and then this can be the party shack again.
Yeah. Can't wait for that to happen.
There's the boat.
Yeah. From our first video.
We need to name our boat.
Besides Gator Cup 18.
Name it Lucky Jack.
Yeah. The first video, I got a whole bunch of fish in it.
Yeah.
Crazy. Y'all should check that video out too. That used to be our pig pen, or the third pig pen they lived in.
Yeah, multiple pig pens. This was the one that they were in right up until they went to the processor. Now we've got some squash and tomatoes planted in there, and some corn that they didn't eat. Then our driveway back up out of here. Remember when we got stuck in the driveway?
Yeah,
The driveway was so bad.
This is Tina, and we have been missing her for, today would be day 3. We let the chickens out to free roam, and I saw her then, and then I lost her, and I couldn't figure out what happened to her. We walked all over the property, couldn't figure out where she had been, just thought she wandered off too far or something got her. Well, I went over to go check eggs because one of my silly girls laid it by the food this morning. And so when I looked over at their nesting boxes, one was tipped over. She was stuck under a nesting box and in between 2 boards that I have to hold it up. And when I found her, she was in that, and so I picked her up. She was still alive. I just sat her down and noticed she couldn't walk. She was limping. So I picked her up and flipped her, and if you look, stuck partially in her and out of her. This is called egg bound. And I'd heard of it, but had not experienced it yet. So I looked it up real quick on Mr. Google. Good old Google said to soak her in Epsom salt water and then use vegetable oil to lubricate and massage your belly. As you can see, she's still kind of active. We've got some electrolyte water here in the bowl to try and give her replenish, since she probably hasn't eaten. She just pooped all over me, so that's good that the vent isn't blocked. So I've got her soaking in this water, and that's why it looks gross, is because she's obviously been pooping and peeing. What we're doing is we're just trying to soak and loosen up those feathers and that membrane around the egg. You can see it's like 3/4 of the way out. So hopefully we loosen it and get it out and she gets back. So we'll check back in just a little bit. All right, guys, so I got her soaking in the water and just kept rubbing the egg like this with my thumb to get the feathers off. If you've ever had a chick that had pasty butt, you kind of have to do the same thing with a towel, rub the poop. So I just rubbed it. You could see this just dried on her. And then I'm sure her pooping was not helping that was drying it. Got it off, which is good news. And I checked her vent, checked underneath her. She looks okay. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put her in one of our dog crates so she is separated from the others, so she can dry and heal without getting pecked on by the others. So stay tuned and we'll let you know how Tina's doing. I was getting to the point of using the vegetable oil to massage it, but that's when I realized the egg was all the way out of her at that point, but it was just dried to her feathers. So we ended up not having to use the vegetable oil.